Hey Lynn, Jeremy here with the video I promised you showing you how you can beat out your competition on Google. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can do yourself to improve your rankings. I'm going to show you how we do it as well. So normally what I talk about for the homepage of a site is content. However, your site's more of an e-commerce site, okay? You're like you basically got a store, okay? Normally what Google likes to see is about 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page and 500 to 750 on each back page. Well, with an e-commerce site, it's slightly different. With an e-commerce site, you want to see a couple lines of content like on each one of these instead of just the name of it. Maybe like a line describing like exactly what it is or what it does or something. Um, Granted, your customers know that, but that's what Google wants to see. Okay. So kind of similar to what this is doing. Okay. So, and if you're doing a blog with one blog post, that's not, yeah, you don't want that. So let's go ahead and go to one of these. Let's go ahead and view one of these. Oh, see how yeah, you've got some decent stuff right here. Ingredients. Um, yeah, you've got some decent words in there. So your content's actually not that bad. Um, yeah, your content's actually decent the way you've got it set up. Um, so next thing we're going to take a look at though is your backlink profile. Okay. Um, One thing I did want to point out real quick is that as far as them being able to order, let's go back to the home page here. Um, so right here on the home page, like these, like does that mean account? Well, I mean everybody knows that means cart, but is this their account? Like what's USD? Oh, different ways of paying. Okay, different currencies. Okay. Um, See, the reason I'm pointing this out is because like you want your customers to know exactly where to go the second they come on your site. Okay. Um, so and you've got a little about us section. You should actually have an about us page rather than an about us section. Um, you've got a little bit too much going on before you get to these products. And they know that they can click on it to go to it, to view it, to actually shop. But what if you had a buy now button right here? That way they could go, or a plus and minus button for how many quantity they want. So they can do a bulk order right here on that home page. Okay. Um, that would be my suggestion on that. So next thing I'm going to talk about though is your backlinks. Okay, so right now you've got 4 backlinks coming from one referring domain, and it's not even a do follow domain. Okay, which means you're not getting any power coming to your page. So Google doesn't even know you exist. As you can see right here, Aros rank 0, no data, and a bunch of zeros right here. Okay, um, basically Google doesn't even know you exist. All right, so we need to change that. Let's go ahead and see what referring domain you have. Oh, it's the one that you've got redirecting to you, the inkorganics.com. I'm not sure why you felt you needed 2 domains here, but having 2 domains it doesn't necessarily help you. It doesn't really hurt you either, but it's not going to help you at all in the game of getting ranking. Okay, not going to help you at all. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about your competition. So it took me a little bit of time, and I had to talk to some of my business contacts to actually find out what the best keyword to go for. This one actually has a very, very high difficulty. Kinky hair, it gets like thousands of searches a month. Okay, so that was actually the best one I found. And your top competitor, which I was told by one of my business contacts, this is like one of the top people out there for kinky hair, ethnic hair, etc. Okay, is carolsdaughter.com. And the other top competitor would be Shay's. I don't remember what their name was. It was Shay's something. They might be here on this home page here. Uh, doesn't look like it. Okay. So anyway, it was Shay's something. Um, so this, like I said, this has a very high difficulty. This is a high difficulty keyword. It gets a lot of searches per month. So whoever's got the #1 spot in this, which being Carol's daughter, probably is doing some things right. So let's go ahead and take a look at them and see what they're doing right, and see if we can figure out anything they're doing wrong. Okay. So let's see here. This is just a blog post. Let's see if we can't go to their home site or their home page, because that's just a blog post. That's actually what's ranking, is the blog post. So going to their home site, okay, so they actually have like sections up here that show all kinds of stuff. Okay, bestsellers, like if you're specifically looking for specific categories, they can go right here to hair products and find the category. Go right to body and skin care, find the category. Okay. And as you can see here, add to bag. This is exactly what I was talking about for your site. Okay. See, they've got this quick view as well. But you can go add to bag, and it automatically pops one into the bag. See, they don't call it a cart, but and they have actual words that say sign in register rather than just a silhouette of a person. Okay, you want to make sure your customers know where to go. Okay. Evidently they're out of this. That's why it's saying notify me. They ran out of it. Okay. So that's actually really, really cool way. And you see how they got some content right here, but they waited until they showed some products before they started putting any content on their page. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of their, just like I did with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of their, see that, that's kind of different. Okay. Let's see if we can actually go to the non-quick view page. Okay. So it looks like about the same amount of content right here that they have, except, let's see here, how to use, see, they got different tabs here though, with all this stuff right here. So they've got actually a lot more content on each page, but it doesn't look like it because they only have this section actually showing. All this content counts on in Google's eyes. Okay. And then you may also like, that's a really good feature too for e-commerce sites. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at their backlinks and see what they're doing there. All right. So their backlinks, they've got, so for this specific page, they've got a URL rating of 14 and a domain rating of 63, which is really high. Okay. So they've got 40 on this specific blog page that they ranked for. They got 46 backlinks and 6 referring domains. And out of those 6 referring domains, none of them are do follow. So if we just all we'd have to do is start getting you some do follow links. Now let's go ahead and check this out and see what the full domain has, because they're piggybacking some of that off the domain. So let's go with the full domain and see what they have. Okay, so as you can see, a lot more backlinks, a lot more referring domains, and you see how many do follows they have, right? Okay. So this is actually what we're going to be targeting. What we like to do is we like to go in there into these referring domains, and we export the whole list, and then we find all the good ones. You see all these ones with 0 on them? We don't want those. Okay, 0s, 1s, 2s. We don't want any of those. Now this one right here that's 74, 66 with all the traffic coming to it, we do want those. Okay, so basically what we do is we'd export this list and we go after all these good ones. And then we go find you about 50 to 100 more and put those on your site as well so you can outrank them. Okay, that's the whole strategy in a nutshell. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this overview. Normally I talk about citations and Google Map Pack, but since you're not really much of a local business, you're more of a nationwide or even international type business that wants nationwide ranking, then a Google Map Pack is not going to be the best option for you, especially since you don't even put your address on your website. Okay, so Google Map Pack's not going to be the best option for you. So with that said, if you apply these steps correctly, you'll be ranking in no time. You'll have more people buying off of your site and more money in your pocket. So if you have any questions, you know how to reach me.